There is no greater catastrophic event in all of human history than the fall of man. In the serenity of a perfect garden, Satan successfully tempted Adam and Eve to sin. Of course, this requires a bit of background to understand. First, Adam and Eve's sin in the garden wasn't the first rebellion against God. Obviously, Satan was already in rebellion. Now, Scripture doesn't give us a lot of details about what happened, but here's what we do know. Satan was created as a high-ranking angel of light named Lucifer. And at some point before this episode in the garden, Lucifer led a rebellion in heaven against God. And since God will not allow anything dishonoring to him to dwell in his presence, Lucifer and the angels who rebelled along with him were expelled from heaven. So when Satan tempts Eve in the garden, he's attempting to discredit God by turning another part of his creation away from him. And it worked. But not only did this sin affect Adam and Eve, it has affected every human since. You see, Adam and Eve are the parents of the human race. This means we inherit their sin when we come into this world. Saying that this is unfair is like saying it's unfair that I was born a Caucasian. After all, my parents are both white, so what else would I expect? In the same way, when two sinners have a child, we must expect the child to be a sinner. Do you see the gravity of this one sin? By the way, the nature of sin hasn't changed after all these years. It always seems to affect more than just the person who sinned. So how do we define sin? Well, there's several ways. We could say that sin is anything that doesn't glorify God, or we could say that sin is rebellion against God or disobedience to His Word. In both Hebrew and Greek, the word for sin means to miss the mark. It's a way of saying that we had a purpose or goal in life, but our action didn't achieve it. In this case, man's purpose is to glorify God. That's why we were created in His image. Anything that doesn't glorify Him is sin. Wow, that really opens up a lot of possibilities. Okay, I'm going to turn it over right now to your group leader for discussion. May God bless you as you discuss His Word together.